I'm really excited for today's video, but before we jump into it, I have to share something special with you guys. The new With Love collection, this is the Blackout Drop. It is actually an homage to one of the OG Iokomete dictionary logos that we did. I am so excited for this. I've been rocking this every single day. Let me show you what we got coming up in this drop. It will be available Saturday, February 6th. Okay, let me show you guys real quick, and then we'll get to the car. I'm rocking it right now, as you can see. We got the dictionary font on the right chest. We got the With Love Racing on the left hit. You flip it over on the back. With Love Racing, it says Iokomete on the back. And we also did a sleeve hit for this one, as you guys can see, and it says with fucking love. Also, I couldn't do a winter drop without dropping another long sleeve black shirt. I love the long sleeve, so we did a little black on black with this Blackout Drop. Same as the hoodie, except on the front hit, we actually did a vertical dictionary font here. We did an arm hit on this as well, as you can see, the black on black, and on the back, With Love Racing, with fucking love. Those are the two main clothing article pieces that we're dropping. Also had to do an Iokomete beanie. For those of you guys who are new and don't know what Iokomete means, Iokomete is the Japanese translation for with love. We had to do a verified Clout Fairy dad hat, a very limited run on these because we can't be giving out blue check marks to everyone. So make sure you cop this because it's gonna go fast. Next up is the jet tags. A little attention to detail. We added a little slip for you guys inside of there. I think this is my favorite jet tag that we've done to date, but it says With Love Racing, WLR. We have the black keyring, and on the back side of it, it says with good love. Last but never least, we have stickers. We got a slap sticker, also known as a box sticker here. Dictionary font, black on white, white on black. We did it with fucking love. I'm gonna put this on the back of my MacBook actually, just to flex on them haters. This is without question my favorite drop yet. I am so excited to release this. Remember you guys, Saturday, February 6th, 10 a.m. Don't sleep on the drop. But okay, now let's get back to work. I left you guys hanging on the C8 clutches because I didn't want to spoil too much too soon. Since we're going after record times, we gotta do some pretty groundbreaking stuff. I don't know who else has done this. There's a chance it doesn't work and shit breaks. But as Thomas Edison once said, I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. As you know, the stock clutches were rated for around 650 wheel horsepower. Shut up, I know it's a torque thing. You should know the stock fueling on the LT motors is around 650. So without being able to tune fuel trims, we had to get creative. We work with some amazing partners and sponsors, so let me explain what we're doing. We will be adding the first Holley Dominator on the C8 Corvette as a standalone ECU for additional fueling. This will allow us to help control timing, fueling, boost, and of course, giggle juice. The cool thing is, Crawford Racing makes a plug-and-play harness for the C8 Corvette that they actually developed on the C7, and I'm pretty sure we were the first ones to get our hands on it. You still following? This is how we were controlling the port injection auxiliary fuel system, but we needed an intake that would fit. So after a little bit of trial and error, we found a Holley intake manifold that fit almost perfectly. And then of course we partnered her with 200-pound Holley injectors. This also means that we needed an additional fuel cell. So I reached out to D-Shworks and they were happy to come on board with their 5.5 liter surge tank, which we will adapt into a custom fuel cell. You guys have also seen this because I run it on Mimi and they supplied a crap ton of other stuff, which you guys will see in a second. We're trying to push 25 pounds of boost. So Texas Speed sent us over some springs so we don't experience any valve flow. Intake air temps are everything. So we're going crazy with heat shield product, thermal wrapping, everything. Now enough talking, let's get back to work. And remember, it was never supposed to be a daily driver, although I said I wouldn't mod it. I want to thank today's sponsor, World of Warships. This is a free-to-play, PC-based naval warfare multiplayer game for wargaming. You can play with you and a team of your friends, sailing and exploring the depths of the open sea. I've been playing with my brother a lot because he's a huge gamer and we've been going at it lately. I just got another captain point, so these missiles are ready for another round. Ryan, if you're watching this, hope you're ready to go down, if you know what I mean. This is a game full of team-based sea battles that require different strategy and tactics. The game features over 300 historical ships that you can control in beautiful maps and unique living landscapes. There's stunning graphics, weather changing in the battle. You can also customize your own ships. the way you would like or the way it performs best. Like I said, signing up is absolutely free, and if you use code BOOM, you unlock a huge starter pack with 2 ships, St. Louis and premium ship Emden, 200 doubloons, 20 restless fire camouflage, 2.5 million credits, and 7 days premium. Make sure you guys go to the link in the description below or use code BOOM to unlock all these goodies. Thanks again, World of Warships, for sponsoring today's episode. Now let's get back to the video. We've been able to get a lot done, but we still have a lot more to go. That intake manifold looks so sick. It makes you realize how low the engine sits just by putting an aftermarket intake on it.
Freaking gangster.
Yeah. Crawford Racing also did a custom injector harness for us for the absolutely insane injectors that we're running on this. Sandy had a cool idea to use the nitrous to actually cool down the heat exchanger.
We're doing all kinds of cool shit.
Well, it was like, okay, well, how do we get ice into the heat exchanger to make the densest air charge? Wait a minute. We got nitrous. Let's put a ring around the heat exchanger. Fog the heat exchanger. Bam, 30 degrees.
Sammy's working on a lot of wiring today. The intercooler is officially wrapped and finished. The water box is also wrapped and finished. We also have these super cool sleeves for the charge pipes. We're gonna keep the temps really cold with all of our heat shield products. Again, thank you so much for sending all that. It's a game changer. I'm never going back now. Everything forever moving forward is going to be heat wrapped in some way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean, it all adds up, right?
Intercooler line.
Those are super
These are
wrapped.
so sick. She's thick though. Long story short, Sean is going to take this, he's going to wrap the headers, and we're just going to do one big thing.
It says, be careful, you'll be working in tight areas. Swear words are not recommended, but in some cases they are necessary.
We're also going to replace the scavenge pump because we think it got ruined in the fire. So better safe than sorry. A huge thank you to Motion Raceworks for sending us out a fresh one. We got heat shield product on all of our oil return lines. As of right now, Sean went ahead and put the fiberglass thermal wrapping on the headers. It looks great. And a couple days ago, I put out a blast on Instagram looking for a fabricator to help with a couple projects, and turns out Nigel and I have a few mutual friends. He reached out, and so you're helping us fab this fuel cell for this.
Yeah, get it tucked in the corner. We'll sink the pumps pretty far down there. Get a fill cap right here, and then we'll just box it in.
We talked about doing like a saddlebag style, but we figured just on one spot. It's also diagonal from the driver because remember racing, I won't have a passenger, and that should kind of balance it. That was our thought. More on that later.
That is 100% CAD, cardboard aided design.
It looks sick though. Well, boys and girls, I didn't film much last night. We were here very late just trying to button up. There are so many little things and details on the scene that we're trying to make sure that we put extra attention and focus in. I wish it was as easy as, you know, pull a trans and slap her back in, but while we're here with the auxiliary fuel system, we have a lot of wiring, a lot of routing, and a lot of upgrading to do. The turbo system's pretty much brand spanking new. She's pretty much back together. Brand new cane and filters. Our name of the game is just keep the temps down. This is so cool. This is a magnetic fiberglass oil filter cover. Nigel's made some awesome progress on the fuel cell. He's gonna be coming back in today.
It is a bucket load of little things. We want it perfect.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Well, shit, this looks good.
But you don't just like weld everything and then just go for it like we do?
Although I really want to.
I really like the cut 3 times, measure once method.
Yeah.
Everything has officially been thermal protected. So I'm really curious to see how much this changes the intake air temps. We never really had an issue before, but you can always use some colder air going to that motor. So overall, I'm super pleased with this. Now, I don't want to spoil anything just yet, and I promise I'll share with you in the future, but long story short, we're going to create a ducting to get not only cold, fresh air, but fresh oxygen to the intakes. Yeah, we still got a lot more to go before we do the first start, so let's get back to work.
Really dirty. I wish it was a lot cleaner, the material itself welding to this thing.
I mean, that's 10x, 100x cleaner than we would have done it.
As long as you're happy with it. I'm just getting the outside welded on this thing. Then I'll make a bottom for it. Then I'll pop the top off of it, weld the inside of it, make sure everything fits again, and then I'll weld the top on.
Our goal is 5 gallons. I think we're gonna be able to do 4, but that's way more than what we're gonna need. So I just called Dodson to confirm the treads fill procedure. And I asked, I was like, hey, do you guys know like what these clutches are good till? And they're like, we're kind of hoping you'd be the one to tell us. I guess we're pioneering this. So, challenge accepted. Let's see what these are good till. In the meantime, we need to fill that tread split, and I have to give a huge shout out to my friends over at Boost District. Alright, we're at the point where we're just gonna bolt up the belly pieces, and all we got left is wiring after that. Wish us luck. I feel like a NASCAR pit taking off wheels. I'm having way too much fun with this. The only thing we have left is wiring, and we project about 6 to 7 hours left of wiring. So let's see how far we get tonight. We are making a lot of progress, and I can't wait to hear her purr again. It's been so long. Speaking of progress, I have to show you this fuel cell that Nigel's been working on. You guys can see where the Dishworks surge tank went, and now it's basically integrated into a full fuel cell. So I'm speechless.
Perfectly fitted.
This looks so much nicer than what we had in it before.
You guys were using that one, right? The plastic one?
Yeah, that big plastic jug. With the cell here, I'm going to remove this bracket and this plug here because we no longer need this anymore. That's why I'm really glad that we also didn't cut into the carpet, because we knew this was only temporary, and we're gonna have a full trunk again, minus this. And if I really care about the weight balance, my 5 gallon of methanol will just go right here in this corner. Today's the day that I can honestly say I have not been looking forward to. We have everything wired up through the firewall until we get to here. We have this rat's nest of wiring, and we're gonna have to wire this distribution block. We have to wire the Dominator. The Dominator is gonna get mounted back here. Everything's gonna look clean and tucked. Right now we actually have power to the ECU, but that's just so that we can make sure we have the latest software update for the Holley EFI. So ECU has power, but we have a lot more pinning left to do. Wiring is not my strong suit, as you guys know, so it's going to take a whole team and several hours before we can do this, but we're almost there. We're turning on the ignition. Put power to the car, and hopefully nothing catches on fire. We got power on.
Nothing smoking.
Nothing smoking. Let's update. Are you having fun yet?
No.
We're gonna head to GM because the new trim pieces arrived, so we can get that installed. In order to put the wheels on, we can roll her off the lift so we can actually open the doors to wire. But it's cold. It's snowboard jacket day today.
It's so cold.
Whoever.
Thank you. All right, just like that, we're out. We are missing one piece. It did not come in, but at least we got this. I'll show you the piece we didn't get when we get back to the shop. That was Patrick. He's the one who's been super helpful over here at the Alan Gwynn Chevrolet. Huge shout out to you, man. Thank you. I know I mention it every time I'm here, but this is where I got to see the C8 for the first time in person. Was in those doors over there. You know, I'd say that was a really rough day of wiring, but I really didn't do any of it. It was all Sandy and Sean. I gotta give you guys credit where credit's due. It was mainly Sandy.
Basically, remove this.
The idea is everything will be tucked and cut to length and perfect.
Yeah, we gotta shorten a lot of stuff. But here's the Dominator. It's mounted to the wall. There's the relay from Crawford. This is all part of Crawford's harness. The relay box, which I can't mount because I'm not done hooking stuff up to it, will be mounted to the floor there. Heights' controller will sit like that. But right now it's really hard because I can't get the door all the way open. I can't get the seat out because there's no battery power. And I can't get the door open to get the seat out. Once it runs, we know we ain't got no leaks. We'll get it off the lift. We'll open the door all the way, take the seat out, and then I'll clean up the wiring. On
the plus side, we downloaded the software that Crawford sent us in order to run on the Holley, so I think we're ready to do a first start.
You did.
Let's do a first start. This is nuts.
Yeah, baby! Let's go!
We're gonna check a few things before we start this. We're connected to the Holley. We're gonna put the ignition on, well, then really connect, and then start this bad girl up. It's been so long.
This is like rolling up the door to your very jealous older car that doesn't get any love anymore.
What do you mean? She runs and drives great. So all of you guys talk shit, say your cars don't run. If they run great, you don't see them on the vlog. So I think you want them to break.
Do it to it. Let's go. Come on.
bath.
If it sounds a little different, we may or may not have tweaked the exhaust. All right, MAF is in. Let's do this again. I've missed this car. I'm not getting an oil pressure reading, and it's not that I'm getting 0, I'm getting bar none, and when that happens, it usually means the MAF isn't reading correctly. This is a huge win for us. We got a first start on a Holley Dominator, and we changed out valve springs that we weren't sure were gonna work from Texas Speed, and we didn't ship out a lifter, and there's no valve train noise, so.
We changed a ton of stuff and it's running.
There was, yeah, and like, aside from not plugging the MAF the first go around, to get a first start like that, we're crushing it. I'm overall like really impressed. Different intake, different everything.
It's running on a Holley.
Yeah, that too.
That's a big deal.
We still have a little bit to go before we can do a first drive, but overall, I mean, just hearing her turn over, these 16+ hour days have 100% been worth it. So I just got home and I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching. I am delirious. I am so tired. I'm slurring my words and I can't think straight. So it's time to go to bed. I'm super glad we got a first start. I am so excited to drive this car, especially on the new Dodson clutches. Thank you, CCO Performance. And while I'm at it, I really just want to thank the sponsors that helped us to get to the first start. Holley, Crawford Racing, Dishworks, Texas Speed, Heat Shield Products. It's taken us such a long time to get to first start since installing the clutches because it's a lot of very minuscule things that we were doing in order to make it perfect. We're tucking all the wiring, we're wrapping everything. We're really taking the extra time because we want this to be a proper build. I also have to give a massive shout out to Sandy. It's a lot more complicated than it looks. And without his help, I don't know if we'd be where we are today. Also, Sean, if you're watching this, thank you both. The one thing I can say though is that that supercar, I'm still getting it. And hopefully, I'm just looking for the right one. And over the next few weeks, I have a lot of surprises coming your guys' way. I might be moving soon. Don't forget, merch drop Saturday, February 6th. It is my favorite one to date, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. With that said, I'm gonna get some sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye!
They're like, technically we can only give you 10 sauce packets.
You have thousands of sauces in the back. Bring them to me.